Let's play some Dark Souls. Ooh. Already off to a good start. Oh yeah, I was gonna cheese the Capra Demon. That's where we were. Will I be able to get away with this run? Probably not. Let's go. Looks like I will. Who did I forget? Oh, I'm an idiot. I know where that key is. Man, I could just skip Blaytown. Come on, jump, you thought. That's not what I wanted you to do. Honestly, I'm getting sick of your behavior. There we go, that's the roar. And I'm gone. There's a nice young gentleman up there who I'm not confident enough in my skills at this game to attempt to fight. Like, I don't know this game well enough. Like, I don't remember it well enough to be able to fight that man up there. You know what? I'm already hollow. Might as well show you guys what's good. Hello, friend. There we go. That spinny attack has the nasty tendency to hit you through the fourth dimension, and it's not fun, honestly. It's one of those things where it's like you parry or you die. Honestly, I'm forgetting the parry times of these attacks, and it's like, I know this game so well that this shouldn't be the case. This is a game I should remember a lot more than I do because I've spent so much time playing it. Still remember that one. I got the Balder swag sword. You're joking. You don't get this drop. Hold up. That isn't normal. You don't get this sword. This is like the rarest drop in the game. That's a little dumb. Is it one of those swords that has like a weird parry? No, it is not. Or was that a Dark Souls 2 thing? It might be a Dark Souls 2 thing. That's the key. And here's a weapon you'll never see in PvP. I think at some point I made a build like around it, and it wasn't good, but it was fun. There he is. And I'm just gonna run this way. That was a bad decision. I can't tell you how many times there's been a message there and I've walked straight off that edge because I didn't click the ladder. And here's a shortcut. I'm gonna rest at that bonfire so I don't have to do that horrible dragon run. I mean, it's not that bad, I'm just bad at it. And just like a lot of things in Dark Souls. Am I getting chased? Probably. And there we have some enemies that don't deserve life. These dogs are absolutely terrible. And the frame rate here is absolutely terrible. And since I know where we are and what's going to happen, I'm gonna take some precautions and equip this real quick. Now, it's this door here. If I can hit. There we go. And this door here. And somebody's gonna pop out of that one. You see, 3 dudes were gonna pop out and attempt to kill me, but since I killed those guys, it's just him. These guys inflict bleed damage, so I gotta be careful. Bleed damage isn't fun for anybody involved. And here's a weapon you will obviously never see. The Mailbreaker is a very bad weapon. No one would ever use it for any circumstance. It's outclassed in every way by the other weapons in this game. And this is a death trap. Ooh, he tried to parry. Ooh, that bleed is almost there. Better be careful. Honestly, Rusty doesn't begin to encompass what I'm experiencing right now. They didn't add the dog cannon mechanic yet. In Dark Souls 2 and 3, if you hit a dog with a big enough weapon, it goes flying. I don't know why they added it, but I'm certainly glad that they did. Okay, do it for the viewers. This boss is certainly the reason why a lot of people quit this game. I'm gonna equip some of this. And here's the Capra Demon cheese. You stand here, you wait, he attacks, he misses, and then you drop attack. As much as I hate that boss fight, you can trivialize it very easily. Honestly, that's very easy to remember. Hey, and I can equip that too. Is that the entire Elite Knight set? Yes, it is. There's a ring I have to get later, and it's... you get it from visiting a very unsavory fellow. And back in here... you gotta pop your head in here because there's somebody right around this corner. You see, they're banking on you seeing that guy first and just running at him, but there's a guy right there. Is there something over there? Yes, there is. Soul of Lost Undead. Okay. Merchant Head. Now, the depths is where we're supposed to go, and it's back that way, but I'm gonna do this, because I'm gonna go level up back at Firelink. Oh, and here's the nice merchant ghoul woman.
You still have your senses about you. Then why you buy some of my moss? I need your souls.
And she sells moss and throwing knives and dung pies, and charcoal pine resin is useful but not here. You can buy humanity for her for 5,000 souls a pop, and purging stones, which are the greatest item in the game, but currently I have no need for them. Hopefully, in the next area that might come up, but I'm hoping and praying that that will never become a problem. But yeah, all she does is sit here and sell moss and purging stones. You see, when you get cursed in this game, it's not like Dark Souls 2 where you just die. In this game, getting cursed is an actual problem. Your entire health until you find a way to fix it. I always do like running through early game areas. It gives you a sense of progression. $10,000 souls is definitely a level up or two. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And now we delve into one of my least favorite areas in the game. Not because it's hard, but because it has the potential to ruin hours of your time. Oh, I never parry that one. And there's a battle axe. Oh, I got a headshot. If you get headshot by like a bow or a crossbow or something, you stagger. And that's why my character got thrown back a little bit. Oh, somebody died. Honestly, you should stop tanking hits. I've got a long trek ahead of me. I honestly shouldn't do that. Yeah, I probably should have just went through Firelink. Because these doors are going to be open. Honestly, with fast enemies like that, it's annoying playing like a slow character. Like, cause this is the fastest attack I have. It's even worse than the Zweihander, but at least it's like has a longer reach and does a lot more damage. Honestly, next to Torch Hollows, those are my least favorite enemies. It's weird, the only things I don't like in this game are the low-level enemies that just cheese you. Later on in the game, the enemies will actively one-shot you. But at least you're not getting cheesed, so it's fine. Here we go. I keep forgetting how to jump attack. Jump attacks do good damage, and they're nice to when you want to like not get staggered by something. It's been not long enough since I've been down here. I haven't played through this game in like years, but this still hurts. You can skip the depths, you can skip Blighttown, but I'm doing this for the sake of showing people where things are. Ah yes, Torch Hollows. Those things right there will one-shot you. Believe it or not. They're not like the regular Hollows. They have torches, which are infinitely better weapons, in case you didn't know. And you can see the butcher hacking away. Probably could have waited. There we go. Torch Hollow. A Torch Hollow in all of his natural glory. They're spread pretty sparsely throughout the game, but this area certainly does have the highest concentration of them. And as you saw, if I was any weaker, that thing would have just deleted me. Bad dog. Okay, here's death. Please let the dog attack me first. Oh, well, Guess the lady herself is coming for me. Dark Souls AI pathing is beautiful. And something very important, the Ember. Ma'am, I've already got what I came here for. Please stop. Okay. Yeah, I can fish an easy backstab out of her. There you go. And now for something dangerous and stupid. The giant rat. The waterfall is on what side? Over there. Okay. Might as well top up on Estus, because if I go down there and fail, I'm going to die. And you have to stick to the left side, or else you will meet the most unfortunate fate. These young men right here resist all damage except for fire. Which, if you started as a pyromancer, good for you. But for the rest of us, it's a little bit rough. They don't do much damage. They're not very strong. They're not fast. But they will take hits. And that's the worst part about them. And that. There we go. I forgot about that one. Yeah, they drop down from the ceiling. This area is very not new player friendly. Is this the... No, it's not. Oh, where's the door? There it is. Do I need a key for this? No. And there's the master key putting in the finest of work. Here's a bonfire. As you can see right now, the master key is saving us a lot of trouble because there's a key down there. It's very not far in, but I'd rather not. And I'm gonna dupe this so I can kindle this bonfire. And you have to be careful when you do that glitch because you can very easily use the item and get rid of it. You can dupe boss souls too. I don't think this boss gives you one, but the next boss certainly does. Okay, I've candled that. And let's go back down there. Excuse me, sir. Would you like to hear about your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? And it's very possible to kill this man through this grate. If he's dumb enough to press himself against it, 9 times out of 10, he will stand there and get hit. And this nice young man is named Domwall, I think. And Domwall here is going to take a lot of my souls. Excuse me, sir. You're being actually kind of rude here. This is what I get for not picking up pyromancy.
Aye, Shemai.
Okay, hello, sir.
I'm Donald of Xena. I'm just, well, a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
Now this man sells great things. The crystal weapons are very good, but I will not be purchasing any, and the armor that he sells is pretty solid, honestly, but I will not be buying it. But so I'll just read the descriptions here. I'll be buying a lot of this, though. Oh, I can only get 2 right now, but... A fully crystallized sword. How such a weapon was created is entirely unknown. The crystallization boosts its attack, but makes the weapon brittle. The sword cannot be used for long, as it cannot be repaired. The great sword. It's the same thing, and the shield. The crystallization process boosts its defense, but makes the shield brittle, cannot be long, cannot be repaired. They're very strong weapons, and you can only repair them by leveling them up. And Strange Helm of the ancient land of Xena, birthplace, curious peddler Domnall. That's his name, right? Why did I say Domwall? No one knows. The 2 horns are believed to symbolize wisdom. The many medals are believed to symbolize glory. Gold bracelets symbolize a vanquisher. The inlaid silver rings symbolize an explorer. So this man just goes around finding things
I have this funny feeling when
and selling them to you.
We'll make another fine trade, of course.
This young man will show up in Firelink and you can buy boss armor from him, which is very nice. Oh, there's somebody I forgot to kill. There's a man here who boosts the attack of the boss, which obviously is one of the last things you would ever want. But since that guy is in like the middle of this area, and I've skipped most of it, which I would recommend you do too, because there's nothing good here. There's like 2 humanity and maybe like a garbage ring. Hey, what's going on, Solaire? I will be equipping the base cannon. Look at Solaire waddling himself around this absolute unit. And that's the boss. This small little alligator that will prove no threat to anybody. The Gaping Dragon. Now this boss is basically summarized by run in circles. You run in circles, and when he does a charge attack, you follow him closely and hammer away right here. And then you back up. Oh, I'm fat rolling. Goodbye, helmet. And that man's up there shooting stuff. Solaire's already low. Summoning Solaire for this fight is not advised. If I fail this, I'm gonna go kill that man so we can stop buffing the boss. Prime dragon fighting position under its tail. And now I'm going to back off. Yeah, that ring means he's buffed and will probably one-shot me, so I'm gonna get out of the way. When he drops his head, that means he's going for a charge attack. And there we go, I got hit by some magical garbage. I cut off his tail, which removes a large section of this man's moveset from the equation. I honestly could have got some hits in, but... Oh, there's an entire set of armor down here, by the way. If you start as the soldier, that's your base armor. That man right there, that man up there honestly just makes this boss fight more difficult than it needs to be. Yeah, you see that big chunk of my health just disappear out of the side. Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with this man later. If I die to this man, I'm gonna go up there. When, not if I die to this boss, because I honestly forgot what this man did. And that's the charge attack, so I'll be safe over here, which I think is a blind spot. There we go. I can get a couple more hits in. And you don't want to be near this man when he jumps. There we go. And that's the end of this boss fight, probably. Yeah, don't stay. There we go. At least I was spared the puke. Okay. Now this time I'm gonna go deal with something. There's something that I have forgotten to do. It's not get one shot by you. Anyway. This way. You can ignore those rats. They don't do anything. This is one of them. They're crate rats. Actually, there's a really stupid weapon over there. I need to get it. There we go, the Great Axe. And I will not be using the Great Axe because it requires strength that I do not have and will never have. Oh yes, the poison. There we go. In Dark Souls 1, poison is no joke. In Dark Souls 2, it drains your health very fast, but it lasts like 10 seconds. The poison in Dark Souls 1 works very differently. It drains like 1 or 2 points a second, but for like 3 or 4. And not that way. Those holes in the ground are what make this area very treacherous for new players. Because jumping down one will bring you to the bone zone, where the curse frogs live. I better be careful about this man right here. And there we go. And he will never respawn. Sewer chamber key. That's the bonfire key. That one over there. If I didn't have the master key, I would have had to go down there and get that. Getting poison in this game is not fun. It lasts forever. And that's why the next area is hated by the community for many reasons. And all of them are justified. The area after this boss fight is widely known as the area that Dark Souls fans hate the most. It's the most unliked area in this game. And honestly, I shouldn't summon Solaire because the more summons you have, the more boss the health has. Now I'm gonna gold pine resin up, and I'm gonna take this man out. I watched it the first time. This boss has a good 7 trillion health. And his head goes down. And if you hit the head, it does a lot of damage, but it's very dangerous as he can just go right into this. head down, and then you start looping around. And now he's gonna run himself into that corner. It's not the best pathfinding in games, but... And I kicked. Okay, am I gonna have enough health and stamina to dodge away? Yes. This is an early game boss. I'm gonna get one hit on the head. Boop. This is an early game boss, and the late game bosses honestly get ridiculous. Including one that even non-Dark Souls fans have probably heard of. Ornstein and Smo is, to this day, one of my favorite boss fights in gaming. Too bad I have to go to the Anor Londo Archers to get there. Yeah, I missed that one. Okay. And there's the tail attack, which is the entire reason why he cut off this man's tail. Is he gonna go for the charge? Yes, he is. This boss has a vomit attack, and standing in it does not do damage, but it like kills your armor. And there goes an entire combo, doing 400 damage. Yeah, that's the vomit attack. So with that, you just stand as far away from the boss as possible. I said as far away as possible. Stop that. Because as long as you're in there, it will kill your armor. Very quickly, might I add. Oh yes, that hitbox is beautiful. Thought this was going to be a perfect run. I better move out of the way. And that little what happened there, just 2/3 of my health disappearing in an instant, that's right there is why you should never count Dark Souls bosses out. No matter how low their health is, you should never just assume that you've won. Because you can just get one comboed and deleted very fast. Two more and this man should be dead. Honestly, one more attack. But I'm not going to get greedy. I'm going to let this man do what he does. There we go. Because getting greedy in this game will cost you everything. I have died many times because I thought, this man's on low health. I can land one light attack and kill him. And there's the boss. And he gives you the Blighttown key. Okay, so we got a lot of items there. I'm gonna go read some descriptions back at the bonfire. It's not the button I meant to press. There we go. And we have a lot of souls. What's the durability on my armor look like? Pretty solid. Okay. Now we have a lot of things to read. I'm gonna first do this. Can I roll with this now? Of course. Now when I equip this? Not yet. Okay. Now we got the Mailbreaker. A small thrusting sword, unsharpened but pointed, solid shaft, can do armor. Can be thrust using the weight of one's body and is very effective for critical attacks. This weapon's only good when parrying and backstabbing. But other than that, it's useless, and none of the bosses in this game, except for, save for like one or two, are parryable. And we go farther down. We got the Gargoyle Tail Axe. I never. Sliced tail of the gargoyle guarding the Bell of Awakening at church or patrolling Londo. Can be used as a bronze battle axe, bends dramatically during large attacks, owning its nature as a tail. And I'm going to equip it to show you that it curves around. Too bad as a weapon it's not very good. The Great Axe. This Great Axe is a veritable mass of iron. Its weight sends foes flying, but makes it difficult to handle without inhuman. Any miss makes it very vulnerable, as each swing requires the full force of the body, and it requires 32 strength to wield. Even two-handing, I can't even get a decent swing out of it. Demon King Great Axe. This is an amazing weapon. No one ever uses it because it's of its high damage. Like it's low damage for high stat requirements, but if you put the work into it, I've seen people get two-shot. Now, this axe, one of the rare dragon weapons, was formed by the tail of the Gaping Dragon, a distant, deformed descendant of lasting dragons. This axe is imbued with a mystic power to be released when held with both hands. But only if you have the necessary stats for it, which I obviously do not. Target shield, small round metal shield, 4 protections, used to parry attacks. Small shields are always less stable, but landing critical hits after parry is easier. This shield is specialized for parrying. The cracked round shield? Never read that. Crossbow. Powerful large crossbow. While bows require both hand, a crossbow is held in one, but arming each bolt takes time. Light crossbow. Same description. Long-hilted weapon mixing spear and axe, and is difficult to handle, requiring both strength and dexterity. The halberd has elementary attacks, spear, like thrusting, and large sweeping attacks. However, one false swing and the wielder is left wide open. As for armor, the thief mask. Mask of sinners. They hide their faces, stifle their voices, and hide in the shadows. It does not provide much in the way of defense. Hard leather. Armor made of thick leather. Very common type of protective gear. It provides a sound level of defense. I never read this. This is the same armor that Oscar of Astora was wearing, if you remember him. Let's see. Armor of a Nameless Knight. It's an elite knight of Astora. On fire warding heraldic symbol. It on its blue surcoat. Although he was loath to give up on his undead mission, he perished at the undead asylum and went hollow. This armor, made of smooth black leather, is extremely quiet, a good thing for those who hide in the shadows. The leather itself is thick, offering a decent level of protection. It's the same thing, but just gauntlets of a Nameless Knight instead of armor. Hard leather, made of smooth leather, good for those who hide in the shadows. And it's the same thing here. This is what this armor set looks like. I will not be using it, unfortunately, because I prefer to take a few more hits. Honestly, more than I probably need to, but is this good? Yes, it is. I can wield that and roll. Now I could go back up, and I could grind levels and do all these things, but it won't help me. The next area will be difficult for me no matter what I do, in or around it. This area isn't fun, it's long, it's dangerous, and I will most likely die multiple times doing it. Oh, and Domwall just goes back to Firelink if you leave me here long enough. Here's Blighttown. You can see the color immediately change. It goes from this nice warm brown to this dark blue and green. And this message says, didn't even get to read it, I teleported to the ladder. Praise of the sun and nah, whatever. Jump down here. Welcome to Blighttown. There we go. Yeah, you just get comboed and you get insta-poisoned. Oh, that was not supposed to happen. And there's the first bonfire in Blighttown. Of which there is 2 or 3. Blighttown is an unforgiving area. And as much as I hate it, I cannot say that it's poorly designed. Try a plunging attack. You could do that, but you'd most likely miss. You know what? Might as well. And there goes everything. Yeah, the plunging attack wasn't a good idea. Try jumping. That's why I love this community. Honestly, everybody who plays Dark Souls hates every single other person who plays Dark Souls, but at the same time, like, cares for them deeply. And this has killed many players, including me several times. Oh, and then there's you. Honestly, don't know why you're here. This way, yep. Ah, yes. The frame rate issues that has, but only when facing in this direction. Not there. That's fine. That's fine. This is fine. There. This game is not very well optimized at all. The Xbox 360 and PS3 versions are fine, but I wouldn't say that they're great. And the PC port was god-awful because they just needed to have one. This game did not get a PC port because From Software thought it needed one. It got a PC port because more people wanted it. Like, people on PC were mad that they didn't get a copy of Dark Souls. And where do I go? I don't remember. It's probably very obvious that I skipped through Blighttown in every single one of my personal playthroughs. I think I have to cross the bridge again. It moves every single time you get to one of the wooden planks. The large bundles of wood. Yeah, and unfortunately that moves independently from your character. Meaning if your character's standing and it starts moving, you will get knocked, just fall off and die. It will be swept right out from under you. Yeah, it's back over there and I have to go farther down. Okay. Is there something over here? Can't remember. No, not this one. And just remember, as dark and horrible as this place is, that's the open sky. This isn't inside of something. This is just somewhere that's so low and so dark, like deep down, that sunlight is not reaching it. Yeah, down here. Honestly, didn't have to jump, but whatever. There are those frame issues that we all know Blighttown for. I think I have to go farther down. Honestly, forgot how to navigate Blighttown. Oh, there we go, more people. That little shove they have in their moveset is honestly the most threatening attack. Let's see, let's get to a higher vantage point so I can get an idea of what's going on. It's just such a large area. Maybe the biggest in the game? Oh, right, I'm an idiot. This is where we go. Those small red dogs can breathe fire, and it does more damage than it has business doing. And there's the toxic. That's what Blighttown's known for, baby. Welcome to the jungle. That's not right. Shouldn't back myself into a corner. My last Estus, I'm gonna have to start chugging humanities. And they're still firing darts at me. I'm already poisoned, good luck with that. We're getting pretty low. And oh, that's death. Well, honestly, I'm too far in to turn back and skip it. I have to run down. This is what I get for not playing this game. What's down here? Oh yeah, the eagle shield. Great. Still had humanity equipped. Let's go. I should probably kindle that bonfire. Oh hey, look, if I jump down there and almost die, I get the whip. Which is not a good weapon. And there's no reason you should ever use it. And that guy does not respawn. Oh yeah, and the casual sword. The Falchion. I'm gonna go ahead and say the Falchion is the most widely used dex weapon in the game. And here I am, poisoned, toxic. I'm poisoned, I'm toxic, my health bar is disappearing, but that's okay. Because the bonfire is right here, boys. We made it. Oh, Blighttown is painful. This area is where a lot of Dark Souls fans quit the game. Like, I'm not joking. A lot of people put this game down because of Blighttown. And here's a dragon scale. This area, I thought, the first time I played through this, I thought something was going to go down here. It's a big space. Looks like things can go wrong. But no. Okay, we got a new weapon and a new armor set. So I'm gonna read those out. Here's the Falchion. The Wanderer stuff. Yeah, you look like a proper Dex casual now. To see people who use this like they really like the right bumper. It's their favorite button. Okay, let's start reading these descriptions. Small curved sword. Each hit inflicts little damage, but fluid chain attacks are deadly. The falchion's sharp slashing edge are effective against cloth and flesh, but not against metal armor or tough scales. And the Wanderer Hood. Hood of an Enabler. Made from sturdy, it offers protection versus wind and rain. Wanderer Coat. Coat of an Aimless Wanderer. Made from sturdy leather and quilting. Battle comes with the territory when one wanders the land, and this coat provides a certain degree of protection. Manchette of an Aimless Wanderer, made from sturdy leather and protects the hands. And boots, made from sturdy leather, have for long journeys. Okay, now that we're down here, I'm gonna kindle this bonfire because I struggled with this boss fight for no reason at all. I think there's an NPC invader if I step out here. Maneater Mildred. There we go. I'm gonna duck back in here and wait for her. Look, a summon sign. I mean, hey, there she is. Okay. And I'm gonna dodge that. She's not wearing any armor, so she doesn't have much poison. You can stun lock her very easily. And there she goes. You get 3 humanity and her meat cleaver. Butcher knife, yeah. It follows the same rules as axes, where if you miss an attack, you stagger a little bit. Now let's see, description. A giant butcher knife wielded by the undead man-eating cook, lurking in the depths. More of a tool for subduing and preparing live catch than an actual weapon. Those who have faced this deadly blade have a deeper sense of how helpless prey must feel. Okay. And that was a lot of souls. That's another level up. And you know what? Let's summon this man. I'm making him and Mildred fight Quelaag, but, you know, he offered. It's up to him. Oh, he went down there. That's special. That's real spooky, friend. Ooh, this man's name is Dual Ends. That's edgy. And you always gotta bow. Let people know you're a nice person. Oh yeah, I forgot how like one-shotty that sword is. Okay, bud. Large Titanite, very important. And this area is good for farming later. I will spend a lot of time in this area finding things. And that moss gets rid of your poison. And honestly, I'm gonna summon Mildred, cause Mildred's dumb. Oh, gross! A spider. That's disgusting. And oh man, that's awful. That's all. Oh. Okay. This is Quelaag, one of the Daughters of Chaos. Very important in the lore, except for not really. Her mother is very important. She's just kind of there. Goodbye, dual ends. I do no damage. And Mildred isn't very bright. But Mildred will 1v1 this boss for you. Free of charge. There aren't many summons in the game who can do this. I think it might just be her and Tarkus. Yeah, Mildred's not too bright. She will run into that lava until the end of days. And that right there is not a good spot for her to be in. And this isn't a good spot for me to be in either. Honestly, this boss is mostly visual cues. Every once in a while she'll pat the spider, and that means lava. She'll lean back, and that means sword, and then she'll like rest her head down on the spider's back, and that means the big ol' AoE attack. And then she'll stand in the lava, making yourself unhittable. No, unless you're Mildred and you just don't care. And you tank through all of that. I'll tell you right now, if you can invade people in this game, and invading somebody who has an NPC summon is terrifying, because those things have 7 trillion health. I've seen good old Solaire. Solaire has killed invaders. Knight Solaire of Astora has taken out invaders. There's a widely known cheese tactic where you stand in front of her with a bow and arrow and attack her head, because it staggers her 100% of the time. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, Mildred, you handle that. Knowing my luck, I'm gonna probably have Tarkus fail. Like, Mildred's not doing too hot this time. I've seen her absolutely destroy this boss in a matter of seconds. If she's really feeling it, she can. If that lava puddle goes away, Mildred can actually just destroy Quelaag right now. But looks like it's up to not me and my pitiful damage. Oh, there we go. Jesus, I thought I was dead. I thought she was going to turn around and like combo me into oblivion. And Mildred got kind of low. And that does not happen very often. That is a very rare occurrence. And let us ring the second bell of awakening. And now I'm going to cheat myself. This game, going over here, there's nothing to be concerned about. Looks very legitimate. But not me. I know about this. Honestly, I would have looked like a really big idiot if I punched the wrong wall there.
What have we here? Are you a new servant? But you have no eggs. Ah, no matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Hey. And here's the nicest character in the entire Soul series, because she's just a meme. And I don't have the ring that lets you talk to her because I got the master key. But it's fine because I can do this. I can enter a covenant with her, which immediately gives me things. And she's a firekeeper. I'm not going to give her my humanity just yet because I need to give her 30. Which is a very large number. Now normally 30 humanity would mean you have to kill 30 people in their worlds or banish 30 invaders, but not me. It's not how we work here. And you can use the animation of the Firekeeper Soul being used to dupe the Firekeeper Soul. You can't use the Estus animation though, because well, that'd be dumb. And one more. There we go. Just 30 humanity. Normally you wouldn't really go throwing away 30 humanity. And you have to deal with this animation every single time. Riveting gameplay. Truly the most difficult task in any of the Souls games. Now, she would be speaking to us, but the only way for that to happen is to have a certain ring, and I don't know if there's a way to get the ring in-game. It's one of the starting options, but it's Master Key OP, you know? And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's not going to be relevant for quite some time. This is honestly late game. What I'm doing right now has no bearing on anything for the next, like, 10 hours of gameplay. And there's 30. Was that it?
Are you prepared then? If you need some. There is no time for think only.
I'm gonna give her some more then. Cause why not? Yeah, this is it. And after this right here, this will be something that will be relevant in honestly years. What I just did will have no bearing on anything for the time being. Almost killed this man. Almost cut this man's head clean off. That wouldn't have been good. Once we get out of Blighttown, I'm probably going to end the stream. But getting out of Blighttown is always annoying. And honestly, that lighting shift is really off-putting. And as you can see, this whole area is outside, no matter how dark and grimy it is. You can still see that sunlight and all that. That up there is basically Firelink Shrine. We are under Firelink. And that's something not the time. I'm out here talking about art direction in Dark Souls while I'm getting pummeled by Shrek and his merry men. Like there's something in this game that the other Dark Souls don't have. The enemies in this game are mean. They will follow you to the ends of the earth and back if they need to. The only thing that stops a Dark Souls 1 enemy is a bonfire. And not even all of them. If you see a Black Knight, those guys can chase you to the bonfire and, like, even if you're sitting down at it, will knock you right out of it. It's honestly one of the most humorous things about this game. You can just get blindsided by a Black Knight while you're supposed to be safe. And this area is a meme. You could either go the normal way or you could get stuck in an area with at least 20 of those, like, blow dart guys. This elevator has killed many a Dark Souls player, including me. Honestly, I'm still really scared about stepping off this elevator right here. There's a large chance this will kill me. There we go. Never have been good at that. Don't even remember what's back here or if it's worth it. Proud Knight. Oh man, those blooming purple moss clumps are useful. Too bad I don't have time to use them in between getting shot. Am I still getting hit? I think not. Well, there we go. Didn't get the item that was down there, but that's fine. Oh well, good thing is the guys I killed do not respawn. Those blow dart dudes are marked as mini bosses, and in this game those do not come back. I remember there being something useful down there. I'm probably wrong, but honestly, I might as well just give it a try. It doesn't really mean anything. That's the way I'm supposed to go, but the call of loot. Oh, are these ones not marked as essential? These ones aren't mini bosses. I think these might just be there. That's fun. Oh man, that's good. Why am I healing? Just kill me. I forgot there was a Firekeeper soul down there. And since I have more of them, I'll just show you the intended purpose of a Firekeeper soul once we get back up. Because it's much different than what I've been using them for. Excuse me, sir, could you not? I've already gotten what I need from that area. You can stop shooting me now. You are irrelevant. The key to the New Londo ruins. Something I think that's made irrelevant by the Master Key. Oh, there's two of them here. I forgot about that. I need to go. Oh, I got lucky. Thank you, RNGesus. This man roared twice. This man never roars twice. Hey, it's the Valley of Drakes. Lore-wise, we have no knowledge of why the Drakes have all, like, migrated here. I don't think we're gonna get an explanation to that. Oh yeah, New Londo Ruins. We're gonna be coming back here very soon. Maybe 2 or 3 boss fights from now? Also, don't walk off that. You gotta call down the elevator. I obviously knew that. And now we go back up. Okay, and we're back here. And there's the Firekeeper. Now, she cannot speak because I didn't do the whole Lautrec quest, but if you do, she just says, if you speak to me again, I'm gonna kill myself. Do not speak. I am not supposed to do that. So, Firekeeper souls buff your Estus flasks and makes them heal for a lot more. Now they're +2, and I think they heal for like not twice as much, but pretty much.
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you. Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it.
And at that, this man is doomed.
Time I do something about it.
That voice line right there signifies this man is doomed. See you, Crestfallen. You're a chill dude. Kind of a downer, but okay. And here is the greatest guy who I don't have to talk to. I could speak to this man. But I won't. But I should. And whatever, it's more lore, I'll do it. No, I won't talk to this man. Lore is important, so therefore, hey, it's them boys.
Oh, hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid I will be saying goodbye soon. It was a pleasure. Oh, hello. Miracles, I presume? An undead
there's the
wish,
gesture.
regrettably, I cannot share that with you. But you are my pupil. Perhaps if you show your faith.
You know what?
I'm
Nah, I
afraid
don't
that
have
may be
enough.
difficult. Come again.
I think he just says stuff. I might as well. Guess I'm duping this.
Oh, hello. Miracle? Rhea is
Hey,
the
bud,
young,
how's it going?
those young knights are her old schoolmates, but I'm not sure what to make of them. I'm afraid they may be a bad influence. Rhea is the youngest daughter. But I'm afraid.
Nothing?
That is a shame.
Yeah, this
Speak to
man
me.
isn't going to give me the option again. Rude.
What have we here? You look awfully raggedy. Times are grim. The least you can do is look
Rude.
sharp. Don't you dare meet my lady like that. You might scare her off for good. Oh, I don't suppose we can help, though. We accompany my lady on her righteous mission. It is quite a chore, but I'm stuck with her. And Nico, too. I can't very well abandon them now.
A crusade, if you will?
Oh, it's you. We're to leave momentarily. The catacombs aren't exactly my idea of a good time, but what can one do? I do hope we meet again. Reria Nox.
And that's all he's got. Hello, ma'am.
You are undead as well. Then we've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us. Did I not explain the urgency of our tasks? Or are you so uncouth as to lack such judgment? By the looks of you,
Uncouth.
I should think not.
Okay. You guys have fun with whatever you're doing. Oh, I forgot to get the pyromancy glove. Guess I'm going back to the depths.
I could smith some mighty weapons with... Why not let...
Yes, you can have the large ember.
You won't be
You're the only one who can use it.
I can hardly wait to get started.
Buddy, you're the only person who can use it. Now I could use the Zweihander, but I have plans for it, so can't do that. I'll just buy like 15 of these and just get the Claymore up. Can I reinforce the Claymore again? Yes, I can. Okay, so it's plus
Don't get
7.
yourself killed. Neither of us want to see...
And, you know, he has stuff.
Need it.
Let's look at that stuff. Purchase, Titanite, we already seen that. The Crest of Artorias. Why this man has them, nobody knows. This crest opens door in the Darkroot Gardens. Ancient magic. The door leads to the grave of Sir Artorias the Abyss. Many adventurers have left the grave, but none have returned, for they make easy prey for local bandits. With such dangers, the crest can do more harm than good in the hands of the uninitiated. And I do not have this DLC, but come the remake, I will, since I think that comes with it. The broadsword. The wide blade of this straight sword emphasizes slashing and has no thrust attack. The horizontal sweeping motions make this sword effective against multiple enemies. And this is the Bastard Sword, a weapon I actually do enjoy very much. This standard greatsword is normally wielded with 2 hands due to its great weight, usually swung in large arcs and effective against multiple foes, far from ideal when fighting in tight quarters. Battle axe, the war pick, a hammer with a large beak-shaped pommel. Hey, somebody just rang the bell. Nice. Originally a pick, redesigned for battle. This simple but deadly weapon hits heavily with thrust damage, such that it easily cracks metal armor. The Cestus. This weapon augments one's bare hands with thick studded leather. The Cestus has a short reach but quick cooldown. Amount of damage inflicted is dependent on wearer's strength. The Pike, a long spear with a very long red hilt. Traditional groups of soldiers, specially designed for distance thrusting. Has the long of the non-projectile weapons, but its very length makes it somewhat difficult to handle. Large leather-covered round. Choice shield for hunters. Wood shields are lighter, and that's something we've already read. Metal shield decorated with a tower, the symbol of protection. Never have been good with that word. Decorated with a blue boy. Standard widely used shield. That's all his weapons, and these are just arrows. And I'm gonna get a bastard sword in case I do some PvPing later, because it's actually a decent weapon. Like, it's not broken by any means, but it does its job well. I know there's a blacksmith ahead. I'm gonna repair armor. It's gonna go ahead and repair everything, honestly. Might as well just repair everything while I'm here. Take this off my hotbar in case I accidentally use it. And now there's something I need to go back and get from the depths. But right now I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to go get what I need to get off screen. So goodbye and thank you for watching.